Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. We are back with some more NBA reactions. This upcoming week is a huge week for this channel. We got Wednesday is going to be my 5-year anniversary of being on YouTube. The plan is to go and give myself plenty of rest Wednesday, and then Wednesday night at about 7 p.m. I will be starting the stream. I would like to do a 24-hour stream because Thursday, February 10th, we have the NBA trade deadline. And then Thursday is the new patch for Teamfight Tactics. So back to back to back days of huge content coming up for this channel. I have been playing a lot of Teamfight Tactics. We got the 5-year anniversary for my channel. The plan is to go and play 2K, to play Teamfight Tactics, talk to you guys about the trades that go down between now and Thursday. And then also play some Teamfight Tactics Wednesday to finish up the season. And then Thursday we start the new ranking system. And that we probably start off with iron. We have to work our way back up to gold, possibly. But I've been wanting to get some juices going for the trades. And this is a huge one right here. As you can tell in the left-hand corner, Domantas Sabonis would make the Grizzlies true contenders by Bill Simmons. Really well-knowledged analyst. And at the time when he first started getting into the ESPN, he was kind of shaky is what people would say when it comes to his analysts, analyzing players and stuff, but very acknowledgeable nowadays especially. And this is a huge one for the sake that Domantas Sabonis, who's on my Indiana Pacers, and that I loved my Indiana Pacers since I was little. And then the Memphis Grizzlies are one of my favorite teams. Actually, yeah, it's probably one of my favorite teams, but right behind the Pacers, for the sake that my career, you guys have blown up my channel because of that content. You guys have loved my career videos so much that it would be an intriguing setup to get Domantas Sabonis to be on this team. I'm curious to hear what they have to say, but let's go ahead and hop right into this video, see what they have to say.
Right now, kind of an okay first chance offense, but an amazing second chance offense. Like Steven Adams' offensive rebounding has been crucial for them. So they can get a player with more ball skills and more shot creation in the Adams slot that can also, hold up as a rebounder. That would be huge. And at the same time with Sabonis, you're still allowing yourself minutes to play Jackson at the 5 with Brandon Clark, which has been such an effective combination for them. I could see that working. The question, as always with Sabonis, and particularly in the Grizzlies' position, is this the chance or do you wait? Because they have a lot of young players. They have these picks that they probably need to redeem sooner than later. But they can play their options here. They could wait till the draft. They could wait till the offseason to make whatever their push-in move is. But right now, their roster is good enough to justify it. They are good enough to justify taking some kind of leap forward.
And so I'm curious to hear. Let's go ahead and let's just
or you
hear what
say,
has to say
let's
first.
See how it plays out this year, and we know heading into this summer, we're losing some contracts. Adams becomes an expiring. We're 3 picks in the draft, and maybe that's when we upgrade. I was thinking, if it's not Sabonis, because Sabonis is the only one that makes sense to me, but the other spot you could argue that they could upgrade is the Kyle Anderson spot, right? Who, I think we all like Kyle Anderson, but I also think they get a better player at that spot. He's making 9, but you could package some contracts together.
The thing with Kyle Anderson is that he's, again, a Swiss Army knife is how I call it when it comes like a Nicholas Batum, Tyreke Evans, where he does a little bit of everything. He's a lot better of a defender than Nicholas Batum and Tyreke Evans, but he's a little bit of a slower pace comparatively to a Ja Morant, Dylan Brooks. Dylan Brooks is a lot better of a defender than Kyle Anderson, but Kyle Anderson does a little bit of everything. But if you can trade, like what he was mentioning, trading away Kyle Anderson, giving up a pick, and getting your more of a solidified 3 or a 2 would be pretty immaculate for them.
Kind of move pretty quickly into the Harrison Barnes Marcus Morris range with that, right?
Yeah.
If you're the Clippers,
when it comes to this, I've heard about this before, that if you trade Harrison Barnes and Kyle Anderson, you're trading the same player. They're a little bit slower footed players, but they play decent defense. By golly, the Swiss Army knife style of Kyle Anderson is a lot more diverse comparatively to Harrison Barnes. Harrison Barnes is a lot more of a bucket. Is able to create his own shot, is able to hit the three, is more consistent on the offensive side. But so it's just that taking it. It's an exchanging of, do you want more offense or do you want a little bit of everything? And so for them, I would rather much keep Kyle Anderson myself, but
you could get out of Marcus Morris's contract. You're not going to compete for the title this year anyway. Maybe you pick up a pick. You don't have any picks. You don't really have that much of incentive to tank because OKC's getting your pick. But on the other hand,
yeah,
you don't really have an incentive to just keep an expensive roster together either. So that's one. And then the Barnes would be another one. And then the wild card to me is would they get frisky and think about Marcus Smart? And would they have the type of stuff
that'd be
Boston
pretty good.
would even be interested in?
Good defender.
Marcus Smart, it's hard to imagine a better team for him than Memphis. And just throwing him into that, attack dog team they have of just bullies, which I love.
The thing with Marcus Smart, he has that grid of a worse defender than Tony Allen, but actually has a decent / good 3-pointer. So I do like the concept of Marcus Smart coming and bringing that kind of 3-and-D to the team. It would be interesting. It just depends on who they have to give up. It'd probably have to give up like Isaiah Williams. I would love that to go to the Celtics, but I like the, again, if you have to give up maybe only a pick, it wouldn't be too bad, but get up in the young core that you got going on for the Grizzlies. Any of the players for Marcus Smart, not the biggest fan of that.
Over again, you see they have such swagger, and he would fit right in with that.
I think Smart's going to come up like 10 times
in
this conversation for various teams for various reasons, and for good reason.
Doubt.
Just a really valuable player for a lot of different contexts. I think the Kyle Anderson spot, though, is the kind of spot I would hesitate to upgrade if I were the Grizzlies, for exactly the reasons we've laid out. The vibes are so good, and the balance is so delicate. And Kyle Anderson specifically is a guy who does not need to shoot. Like, he is perfectly happy facilitating, setting up other guys, and playing more of a supplementary role. You plug Marcus Morris in there, some nights Marcus Morris is going to take 15 shots when you want him to take 8. It's just the reality of who he is as a player. And are you willing to kind of risk tipping that balance for what might be kind of a marginal upgrade on the second unit of your team?
Well, we've reached part of the podcast where I compare somebody to the Boston Celtics. They remind me a little bit of, they're in a gravy situation right now, right? Where the Celtics were in 16 and 17. When they had all these picks, they were heading in a really good direction. Everybody liked the nucleus of the team and the coach. And the question became, can we really win the title with what we have if we made one move? If you got Paul George, Kawhi, whoever, or are we in the gravy point of this whole run where it's like, this is awesome, we're in the playoffs. Oh, we might make round 3. This is great. I think this is a gravy year for Memphis. I would be really hesitant to mess with it, and I think they can still accomplish a lot of this in the summer. But this is the year where you get really Morant and Triple J and Bane and Brooks. You get them real playoff games this year. Where could they go 1 round, 2 rounds, 3 rounds? Could they make the finals? I wouldn't mess with it unless I could get Sabonis. If Sabonis is on the table, that's a different story because now I can win the finals with him. I could. I could compete against Golden State and Phoenix with him.
They would be really good.
And before I end this video, which I'll probably be reacting to, Bill Simmons is a brilliant guy. I might even do my own little podcast here because this sounds very intriguing, doing like increments. But the idea of Sabonis being on the team sounds phenomenal. If they can get rid of the expiring contract of Steven Adams, attach, they like what they said, they have a pick or several picks from the Steven Adams trade. I want to say they had talked about Clippers for some apparent reason, but if they can go and attach Steven Adams and a pick, and then maybe like Zaire Williams, who he's still unproven, and he's still going to take some time to get used to playing the NBA, and you can get as a bonus to play along with Triple J, Ja Morant, Desmond Bane. That sounds terrific. But then if you have to start to give up a lot of players, like a Desmond Bane with Steven Adams, Zaire Williams, and a pick, that's going too much to me. But for me, with the Pacers, I would probably take that trade if I can get a Desmond Bane, Zaire Williams. Yes, I get in Steven Adams, and his contract is an expiring one, and I get a pick. I would take that because I would love to get Bane and Zaire Williams. But if you can do as little damage for your young core and you're still able to get Sabonis, who's only 24 years old, it'd be phenomenal for them. But like I said, leave your comments down below of your guys' team, of what you like to see your team get. Who is your team? And I might talk about your team in a future little mini podcast about teams and stuff. So with all that being said, guys, I'm going to end this video right here, and I'll talk to you guys later.